Right now at noon, a Miami organization works to help unsheltered people stay warm during the freezing temperatures.
And our temperature is a little warmer out there. Unfortunately, with the gusty winds, you can't really tell. We'll have a look at your forecast and how much warmer it's going to get coming up.
Plus, residents in Coffeyville taking a town hall meeting about opioid awareness.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Crews battle a refinery fire in Coffeyville, Kansas. This is KOAM News at noon. I'm Elise Snowy. CVR Energy officials say the fire started in the naphtha hydrotreater unit at the Coffeyville refinery around 2 p.m. This is video sent to us shortly after the incident. Now, one contract worker was taken to the hospital for treatment due to an unrelated personal medical issue. The company says all employees have been accounted for and the fire is currently extinguished. An investigation is also currently underway. Authorities investigate the cause of a house fire in Nevada, Missouri. The fire happened Monday night in the 300 block of South Adams. Emergency crews found fire coming out of the side windows. Now, they managed to get the fire under control in about 15 minutes, but as you can see, the house has heavy damage. No injuries were reported to firefighters or residents, but 2 pets died in the fire. And the Chanute Fire Department has released additional information regarding a house fire and possible explosion. Monday, crews responded to a report of a structure fire with an explosion at 628 West 16th Street. Now authorities confirmed that one occupant was treated and transported to an area hospital. The Kansas Fire Marshal's office is investigating the cause. And one person has died in a crash in Galena yesterday morning. Now, this was at K26 and US 400 around 11:30. The newly reconfigured intersection opened in June of last year. 79-year-old James Monroe Reed of Veneta, Oklahoma, was driving eastbound on Old 166 highway where he hit a tow truck and later died on the scene. The passenger in the vehicle suffered serious injuries and was transported to Mercy Joplin. The tow truck driver was not injured. Now let's head over to Chris Warner for a look at the forecast.
Yeah, we are a bit on the chilly side, but we are warmer than where we have been the last several days out there, which is certainly some good news. We're not going to quite be near normal, but we're improving. Not looking too bad, though, from our camera downtown Pittsburgh. Skies are relatively clear out there. Same from the MoDOT camera at 20th and Rangeline in Joplin. Still have to deal with those gusty winds, though. It's making it feel a little colder out there. We started yesterday at 0. Yeah. I made it up to 25 degrees off of where our average low should be. So 25 degrees, colder than average out there, but no records. And that's the wild thing. As cold as it's been, we haven't broken any records. But improvements today, 35 in Joplin right now, 32 in Pittsburgh. Temperatures into the 30s. We've even got some upper 30s out there, but we have those winds. They're going to continue to shift out of the west. And as they do, it is bringing down the temperatures, our wind chills back into the 20s. So it doesn't feel as warm as it could, but it is certainly, again, better than where we have been. As we go through the rest of the evening, we are looking at partly cloudy and then eventually mostly clear to clear skies. Temperatures gradually falling back through the upper 20s by 11, and those winds start easing up for us as well. We've got a chilly, windy day tomorrow, then warmer weather down the road. We'll take a look at all that in the full forecast here in just a few more minutes. Elise?
All right, thanks. And to be the first to see breaking news, weather and sports, you can download the KOAM News app. It's available free of charge in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. Just search for the KOAM News app. With flu season in full swing, Freeman Health System is expanding a way for students at Joplin Middle School to access affordable and convenient health care during the school day. KOAM's Lonnie Walton shows us how Freeman's telemedicine program works.
That is allowing you a much more thorough examination and assessment that takes place right from your school nurse's office.
Renee Denton is the Chief Operating Officer for Freeman Hospital in Neosho. She says there's a more convenient way to get your child evaluated for an illness right in the nursing office.
The provider at another site is able to utilize the equipment to look into the ears, the nose, the throat. We have a stethoscope. They're able to listen to heart and lung sounds.
Denton says this program allows your child to get diagnosed and get a prescription.
Perhaps they have a temperature that's too high to remain at school. you then know that that visit has already been taken place. You then just have to come and pick up your child from school, maybe go and pick up the prescription that's been called in for you, and then you're ready to go home.
Superintendent of Schools in Joplin, Carrie Saketa, says one of the district's goals is to get students healthy and back in school as quickly as possible.
They're in our care when they're here. They're supposed to be here. Once they enroll in school, we expect them to be here every day, and they can't learn if they're not here.
If you're worried about what's happening during your child's visit, Denton says parents can watch virtually.
They're able to actually look and see into their ears, their child's ear canal.
And the cost?
We accept all insurances. If a child or a staff member has no insurance, then we have a very affordable flat fee.
Reporting in Joplin, I'm Lonnie Walton, KOAM News.
Denton says even if a parent cannot afford to pay or doesn't have insurance, they will never turn anyone away. Live Healthy Montgomery County sponsored a town hall opioid awareness event last night. 4 staters gathered at the Best Western Liberty Center in Coffeyville to learn about opioid drugs, the issues opioids create in our communities, and how we can support prevention. An expert panel discussed the effects of fentanyl and opioid use in Montgomery County, and guest speaker Sean Campidi shared his story of resilience after losing his own son in 2023. The Oklahoma Emergency Response Team is helping people in Miami who live on the streets during the freezing temperatures. Now, their doors are open and they provide warm beds, shelter, food, showers, and more to people in need. The owner also wants to help people find employment and permanent housing. They partner with the Peoria Tribe to provide backpacks filled with resources for people living on the street. The organization is a nonprofit that operates mostly on grants and is open to donations.
We buy people's groceries, we may buy gas for them, we try to help with electric bills, so a lot of times that money comes and goes very fast.
He wants the public to know if they see someone on the streets in the cold to point them in the direction of the shelter for help. Coming up, a Southwest Missouri college launches a new program offering free tuition to area students. And later, we're making buffalo cauliflower in the Mr. Food test kitchen. Well, Southwest Missouri College is launching a tuition program for local students, offering a price tag they can't beat. Cotty College in Nevada hopes to encourage attendance from students in nearby counties by offering those qualified free tuition. KOAM Samantha Walker has the details.
Leaders at the all-female Cotty College are proud of the diverse student body from all around the world, but they say local students bring something special to campus.
There's a huge value in having those students that know the fun local restaurant to go to. You know, they know the sort of the way of the world in this part of the country and can show those students the ropes as they get here to campus.
That's why they're launching the Dream Big, Stay Close program. It will offer free tuition to eligible women in Barton, Bates, Cedar, Dade, St. Clair, and Vernon counties. Students who qualify will need to be full-time students and qualify for the full federal Pell Grant and the Missouri Access Grant.
So our hope is that this leads to more women achieving, staying local, and then impacting their own communities with that degree that they're able to obtain from Cotty.
The program will be open to recent high school graduates, transfer students, and adult learners.
Really prioritize the people that live in this community and making a difference here locally. I'm really excited about that.
He says with the new program, they hope to make college more of an option for students who may not have been able to attend otherwise.
By providing this tuition-free program, it gives the opportunity for them to come to Cotty, obtain a degree, graduate with no student debt, stay in their own community, stay with their own, in their own residence even, and continue to thrive.
Reporting in Nevada, Samantha Walker, KOAM News.
The program will be available for students enrolling for this upcoming fall semester. Well, art advocates in Southwest Missouri took in a training session at the Cornell Complex in Joplin yesterday. The training session is part of the annual Missouri Arts Advocacy Week, and participants at yesterday's session received materials and Joplin-specific information to help them convey the importance of the arts to state lawmakers.
Just to bolster the efforts of Missouri Citizens for the Arts, which they also have their own advocacy workshop that will go on virtually, but we're all preparing for Arts Advocacy Week in the state of Missouri, which is when arts advocates make a concerted effort to communicate the importance of state funding for the arts with their legislators.
Connect to Culture will follow up with a virtual statewide training session this Thursday. Missouri Arts Advocacy Week begins on February 3rd. Financial website Wallet Hub released a list of the best and worst states to drive in, and most of the 4 states did well. Very well in the case of the Sunflower State, which was ranked the best state in the nation to drive. The website looked at factors such as gas prices to rush hour traffic congestions to road quality. Other states in our area that ranked high included Oklahoma at number 5 and Arkansas at number 19. Missouri was the only state in our area to not finish in the top 25. The Show Me State finished at number 41. And still to come on KOAM News at noon, Mr. Food.
The Buffalo Wing craze continues with a new go-along that your gang will absolutely love. Really, no bones about it.
And we've got a bit of a roller coaster ride of temperatures that'll bounce around over the next several days. Break it all down for you when we come back. Welcome back to the KOAM News at noon. So our temperatures, again, the air temperature, we're doing a little better. We're warmer than where we have been over the last several days. Unfortunately, with those gusty winds, it doesn't feel much warmer, but hey, it's a step in the right direction. Let's take a look outside from downtown Pittsburgh. Again, skies are clear. It is breezy, to say the least, out there. But otherwise, we're doing okay, and we got plentiful sunshine. Like I said, we aren't doing as well with the winds because they're making it feel colder. As we head through the afternoon, no. That's not going to be anything to worry about. I know it's snow showing up on the future track. We're just looking at partly cloudy skies, and you can already tell, too, the temperatures are a little too warm. Sometimes the future track likes to do things to try and scare people, I think. We'll have southwest winds, and again, they're going to continue to eventually come out of the west. And as we head later into the evening, say after about 5, 6 o'clock, these winds will begin to die down. They'll be in about a 5 to 10 mile an hour range, and the gusts will stop just in time, of course, for the sun to set and temperatures to drop. But thankfully, not any significant dropping taking place overnight tonight. We're going to fall back with mostly clear to clear skies back into the 20s and upper teens again. And we go into Thursday, not a lot of warming takes place. Get a boundary pushing through, brings in northwest winds that are going to start gusting. And tomorrow we could have a stray flurry or two. But otherwise, it's just going to be a bit chillier. But even with it being cooler tomorrow than it is today, it will still ultimately be warmer than where it has been. Now we go into Thursday night into Friday morning. Skies clear out. Temperatures do drop. It gets downright cold. We're down in the teens now. But as we head into Friday afternoon, winds shift out of the south. They start increasing. By noon on Friday, we're already into the mid to upper 30s, and we're looking at highs eventually peaking into the low, maybe even mid 40s. So that puts us about where we should be by Friday afternoon and evening. So not bad Friday. We just got to get from here to there. All right, today, again, upper 30s for most of us. Unfortunately, wind chills be hanging out in the 20s with that west wind gusting to 35. Partly cloudy skies, mostly clear tonight, falling back low 20s, maybe some upper teens here and there. Those west winds easing up a bit at 5 to 10. Northwest winds tomorrow gusting to 20. Highs around the mid-30s, mostly cloudy. Could be a stray flurry here or there, but otherwise it's just going to be a little chillier. And of course, it's going to put our wind chills back down into the 20s once again as we head into our Thursday. Now, beyond that, though, it's not going to be too bad. Low, mid-40s on Friday. Take a look at Saturday, upper 40s. Could have a sprinkle or two late in the day Saturday and on Sunday. So again, you see it gets cold at night. It's all going to depend on when the moisture gets here. We're not expecting much one way or the other, but it could be in the form of rain, could be liquid, or it could come down as a bit of a wintry mix or a light flurry. Nothing significant expected at this point heading into the weekend, other than the fact it does get chilly again, but still not as cold as it has been. And eventually, as we head through next week, if this pattern holds, look at those temperatures. I like them. I like them a lot. I know it's a little early for them, but boy, we've been in the chill for too long. So we're talking mid, maybe even upper 50s as we get into the second half of next week. So not doing too bad. We are improving, and at least down the road here, we're not looking at high temperatures colder than our average lows anytime soon like they have been.
In the 50s, though, would be really nice.
That would be fantastic.
So nice. Much needed at this
certainly
point.
So.
All right. Thanks, Chris. Stick around. We're making buffalo cauliflower in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. We'll be right back. Well, today's Mr. Food dish is a twist on a party food classic, whether you want it as an appetizer or a side dish. Howard is sharing his recipe for buffalo cauliflower in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
A few months ago, I was having lunch at the original birthplace of buffalo wings, the Anchor Bar in Buffalo. While I was eating, I was thinking not only how popular these spicy wings are, but how much we love anything cooked with the taste of buffalo wings. Everything from soups to dips, even side dishes. To make this one, all we do is toss a head of cauliflower that we cut into florets with some oil and a little salt and pepper. Once that's mixed, onto a baking sheet it goes, and we'll bake it off until the edges start to get crispy. Don't be afraid to let them sort of caramelize, because that's what gives these a ton of flavor. While that cooks, we'll whip up a sauce to coat these with, which is the same sauce that Teresa and Frank whipped up in their Anchor Bar kitchen some years ago. Once the cauliflower is done, all we do is toss it with the buffalo sauce. Then onto a platter they go, topped with some crumbled blue cheese, and we have the taste of buffalo wings in a side dish that is second to none. You gotta go online and get the recipe for what we call buffalo cauliflower so you can be armed with a new go-along that your gang will go along with. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we're looking for a classic way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
You can find this recipe along with a lot more good food from the Mr. Food Test Kitchen online. Just head on over to our website. Of course, that's KOAMnewsnow.com. Now here's a look at the 4-state market prices.
All right, again, temperatures a little warmer for us today, a little cooler tomorrow, still breezy, then not too bad Friday, Saturday, chilly again Sunday, but my favorite part is next week if this holds. We are due for some nice, comfy temperatures, and it's about time. That's what we're looking at next week. We just got to get from here to there, but we're making it. We're making it.
It is about time. I feel like we deserve it. We've been struggling with this cold weather.
I don't like it. I'm
We'll
done.
barely remember this
Right.
a week from now.
Exactly. What do you have for us later on, Dal?
Lots coming up at 5. For starters, new research suggests strength training and building muscle can help improve life expectancy and maybe even help protect you from cancer. We're going to take a look. Plus, Southwest Missouri residents and public officials gather to celebrate the completion of storm shelters in McDonald County. And during these winter months, the cold weather can be harsh on our skin. We're going to have some tips on how to protect our skin. Those stories, a lot more. KOAM News at 5.
Absolutely. Lots to look forward to. Thank you, Dal. And that's the news for now. Thank you for joining us on KOAM News at noon. We'll see you right back here at 5. Until then, have a great rest of your day.